Hello everyone. My name is Preeti, and along with me, we have Shubhankar. And today we will help you to explore and understand the world class of Russell Group universities in UK. So, the first thing we will be covering about the UK is the demographics. Uh, can we move on to the next slide? Okay, so first thing we will be covering about is the demographics of UK. So UK is majorly divided, consists of like four countries, that is England, Wales, Scotland, and the Northern Ireland. And some of the popular cities in the case of UK is London, Manchester, Newcastle is there, Glasgow is there, Belfast is there, Birmingham. So these are some of the popular universities in the case of UK. And if you are talking about the currency of UK, so it's a pound sterling. And the travel duration from India to UK is around 9 hours. So why the student should choose UK as his or her first preference? So first thing is that the admission, like getting the admission in UK is it's possible without the IELTS. Some of the universities offer admission to the students on the basis of MOI, and the world class education and academic facilities are available, and lot of UK universities in fact provide the good scholarship to the international students, and some of the universities in fact provide a sort of a early bird scholarship to the students if they pay the tuition fees in a single go. And the master, one more best point about the UK is that their master's duration is of 1 year itself. But yeah, at times it happens that some of the universities provide an extended degree of like a 2 years. And the numerous options are available for the international students, as well as lot of specializations are also available for with the lot of courses. Can we move on to the next slide? Now we will be covering about the qualifications in the case of UK. So in the case of UK, like lot of qualifications are there. So first one is the foundation degree. So foundation degree is something that if a student is not meeting the any sort of eligibility criteria, so at that moment the university offers the foundation degree to the student so that they can in the foundation degree itself they can complete whatever the eligibility criteria they are not meeting, and rather on after that they move on to the bachelor's degree. The second one is the international year one. So international year one is a 2 semester program that prepares the international student for the first year of an undergrad degree in UK. After that comes the master's degree. So in the UK, the postgrad qualification that is typically of 1 year of full-time study, and some of the universities may take longer, that can be extended till 2 years. And some of the courses like pre-sessional sort of courses which is not that popular courses, but in the UK some of the universities offer the pre-sessional courses by for to the international student for developing their English language as well as for their academic skills. And next comes the like the pre-masters program. So the pre-masters program is designed for those students who are not meeting the academic criteria for the master's program. So in that case, the student can enroll for the pre-masters program. So now we have Shubhankar that will be, so he will be helping you out to understand the rest of the process regarding the universities.
Okay, thank you so much, Preeti, for this wonderful introductions. And so, guys, I'll be taking care like for the UK Russell's group and what all universities are there and what all the eligibility criterias and everything. So, Ajay, can we please have the next slide? Okay. So basically, in Russell's group and in UK, there are like two types of universities. And first is the traditional universities, and second, modern universities. So traditional universities is like old and ancient universities, also like known as red brick universities. And they are also like very good rank universities in UK. So if you say about like QS World Ranking, so they are in like comes under top 10 like total universities in the world. So like Oxford and Cambridge, and also all universities like who comes under traditional universities. So they are all like research focused and also offering a wide varieties of subjects and the courses specializations. Just examples like university like Durham universities and University of Sheffield, University of Bristol and Glasgow. So these all the universities comes under traditional universities. And also we have modern universities like polytechnics or educational institutions with whichever university status post 1992. So also, for example, Angela Ruskin universities and Coventry universities. So University of East London and the Northumbria universities comes under modern universities. So these all universities not required like very good academic background. So they accept students like who have 60 or 65% in academic background. So can we have a next slide, Ajay? Okay, so these all universities are comes under Russell's Group universities. Okay, so Russell's Group university. So basically, the Russell's Group is like self-selected associated like of 24 high-rank universities in public research universities in the UK. So many of which are considered to be among the top universities in the country, like as already I mentioned. So like Oxford and Cambridge. So these all universities like comes under top 10 universities in the world. So the group was founded in 1994, like its headquarter in London, and also it was established to represent its member universities' interest with the government and the parliament. Also, these Russell's Group universities are also referred to as the British Ivy League. So just like in USA, Ivy League universities, so same as in UK are the Russell's Group universities. Also, almost Russell's Group universities represented by the career launchers. So, like almost we have almost 20 plus universities comes under partnership with us. So, can we have a move to the next slide, Ajay? Okay, so these are the universities who comes under Russell's Group. So, University of Birmingham and the Bristol, and also Cambridge and Cardiff, and Durham universities, Edinburgh, and University of Exeter, University of Glasgow, and Imperial College London, King's College London, and the University of Leeds, London School of Economics, and Newcastle universities. So these all 24 universities comes under Russell's Group universities. So if you say about the Russell's Group universities, so I think in UK there are 27% of a student like who are studying in Russell's Group only. And also they are like very good prestigious universities in UK. And also, if you say students drop ratios in like Russell's group, there are only 4% of students who drop their course in Russell's group. So these are universities like very popular universities in countries and also the world. So can you please move the next slide? Okay, so also we have some research about all these Russell's Group universities according to these criteria. So like affordable universities and also the work opportunities wise what all universities are there, and social life and the community and the student satisfaction rate also and acceptance rate also. So if you say about the affordable universities, so like these all universities are affordable universities. Fees is in between 20,000 pound to 25,000 pound. So University King's University Belfast and the Cardiff University. So also University of Sheffield and University of York and University of Exeter and Southampton. So these all universities we can say are affordable universities in the Russell's group. And also In work opportunities wise, so we have some universities like London School of Economics and Imperial College London and University of Bristol. So the placements and the job prospects and the opportunities wise, so these all the top ranked universities in Russell's group. And also, if you say about the social life and the community, so these universities like University of Manchester and King's College London and University College London, University of Leeds and University of Sheffield, Newcastle universities. So these all universities, like as per my research and also reviews of many students, so social life and community wise are very good. So also, if we say about the student satisfaction rate, so in what all universities are there in research group, where like almost 100% universities are satisfied with the course and everything. So one of the universities first we say about the Imperial College London and the University of Warwick and the York and Glasgow. So these four universities like were rated almost of students as they are satisfied for all these universities. And also the last, if you talk about the acceptance rate, so in Russell's group, like Imperial and the Oxford, so if you apply, so their acceptance rate is very low. So the if it's about where we have like high chance to acceptance rate, so all these universities in Russell's group, like Queen's University, Belfast, and Cardiff universities, and the Liverpool and Queen's Mary universities, and also University of Birmingham. So there are high chance of acceptance rate. So where we can easily target, like if we have a very good academic background, not very good, but yes, if you have like for master course 60, 65 or 70, so we can easily target for all these universities. So easily we can get the offer letter from the universities. Okay, so can we move to the next slide? Okay, so these are the like Russell's group of universities in top ranked university like Southampton, York, and the Cardiff, or University College London, and the Bristol University of Leeds. So these all universities like where we can target, and also these all universities are tie up with us. Okay, so can we please move? Okay, so Preeti, now please take to the next slide.
Okay. So guys, if you have any question, just you can drop your comments in the comment section, and accordingly we will be taking the questions and answers. And along with that, if you have any other queries apart from that, you can just fill a one-on-one profile analysis form. So now we will be discussing about the eligibility criteria for the UK universities. So for the if you are planning to go ahead with the bachelor's program, so in that case you should have a 12 years of schooling, and the minimum percentage is the 70% if you are from a CBSE board, and if you are from the state board, so the requirement is 75%. And the English proficiency test, you should have the overall IELTS score of 6.5 band, and about the individual module, no band should be less than 6. Coming to the part of the postgrad admission, so for the postgrad, minimum requirement for the master's program is 60% if you are from the section 1 university. Like the section 1 university, we have the Delhi University, Mumbai University, or you are from some of the IITs. And if you are from the section 2 or the section 3 universities, so you should, in that case, you should have the percentage of 65 to 70%. Coming to the part of the English proficiency, so the IELTS score requirement is 7 band overall, and for the 6.5 in individual module. And this is for the limited universities as well as for the limited courses. Most of the universities only require the IELTS band of 6.5, and no band should be less than 6. Some of the universities provide the admission on the basis of MOI. So, MOI is something, the medium of instruction that you will be taking from your school or the university from where you have just completed your grade 12 or you have graduated. And based on that, you can just put on your application to the university. But for the IELTS waiver, there are certain set of boards only, like if you are from a CBSE or you're from an ICSE board or some of the selected state board. So in that case, only you can avail the IELTS waiver benefit. And for the state boards, there are only limited state boards as an option that is available. Uh, Next slide. Okay. So now we will be covering some of the popular courses in the case of UK. So one of the popular courses in the case of UK is the law courses, which is opted by the most of the international student. And the second one is the computer science or the design studies, sports or exercise science, management studies, MIM courses. And in fact, the like it happens in the case of UK, you can get the admission in some of the universities for the MBA program, despite you're not having the much work experience as well. And some other courses like psychology is there, nursing courses are there. So these are some of the popular courses that are being offered by the UK universities. Next slide. Okay. So next is about the intakes and deadlines. So one of the major intake for the Russell Group University is the September intake. That is a fall intake. But yeah, still for the spring intake, options are there. Like the University of Birmingham is there. So the university opens only for the master's program. University of Liverpool is there. Newcastle University is there. Glasgow University is there. So these all university in fact has the spring intake also, but mostly all the Russell Group University, their major intake is the fall intake, that is a September intake. And considering the deadline for the UG course, the primary deadline is 31st of the Jan and the final deadline is 30th of June. But it happens if you are going to apply on the earlier side, in that case getting the scholarships chances are on the higher side. And the PG applications in the case of UK are on the rolling basis only. So the ideal time for the application can be around 10 months prior. Okay. So next slide. Shubhankar, we have some questions also. Like
Okay.
Niharika is asking, what is Section 1 university?
Okay. So section one universities in UK, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So section one, we can say like what are like top rank universities in top 50, like University of Oxford, Cambridge. Oh, so this and LSE. So these universities comes under like section one universities in UK. Okay. And any more question?
Aniket is asking how to get the scholarship.
Okay, so for a scholarship, Aniket, at the time of applications, firstly we have to submit the application, and according to the profile, universities will review your profile and they can give you the scholarship. So scholarship is not something we cannot let you before punching the applications. So after punching the applications, whenever we receive the offer letter, so a scholarship is mentioned according to a profile. So scholarship amount would be like up to 40% you can get from the universities from your first year of tuition fees.
Okay. But Shubhankar, there is a sort of a early bird scholarship also in some of the universities. So can you brief about that also?
Okay, so early bird scholarship basically, suppose this time on December, if you're applying for September intake, fall 25 intake, so we have enough time, like around 8 or 9 months. So this can be the good time to apply for the fall intake. So if you apply like before timeline, okay, so there are some chances, high chances to get a scholarship also. Suppose whenever we apply, suppose for fall intake, we're applying after February March 2025, then if you are receiving 4,000 of a scholarship from any universities, and same if you are applying this time for fall intake, so there are high chances to receive double amount of a scholarship, like if you have 70 or 80% of academic background. So this is the like early bird scholarship.
Okay.
Okay.
So we
Yeah.
have one question from the Rajat Send. He's asking, is it required, like IELTS is required for the MBA program?
Okay, so basically IELTS is required like if you're going to any English speaking country. So basically IELTS is a English speaking test. So you have to provide. So yes, IELTS is required. And in some universities, they can give you the waiver. Like if your profile is good enough and you have like around 80. And yes, also there are some universities who accept applications on the basis of MOI. Without having IELTS also you can apply. But there are only few universities, so not like all good rank universities. We're talking about the Russell's group. So in Russell's group, we cannot expect applications on the basis of MOI.
Okay. So from
Okay.
the Aniket's end, we have one question. What is the total cost for the abroad universities, like fee structure he's asking?
Okay, for undergrad or postgraduate course, you're asking.
You can just let him know both about
Okay,
the undergrad and postgrad.
okay. So Aniket, if you're planning for undergrad course, so you should have budget for 1 year at least 20 to 30 lakh minimum for 1 year. And also you have to show living expense. Also, I think this part will be covering for expenses. So I think we can cover on this part also. So for application fees for UGA student, you should have budget at least. Sorry, application fees is 22.5 pound to 28.5 GBP, right? For the undergrad course. So undergrad applications we can do through UCAS. So there are few universities where we can directly apply without UCAS also. And also for postgraduate student, application fees is 50 pound to 120 pound. Okay, and also the tuition fees for undergrad course like something like 13,000 pound to 35,000 pound also. So in Russell's group, so fees is around above 20,000 pound for per year. So this is for undergrad course, and the for postgraduate fees will start from 14,000 GBP to 45,000 GBP. And also along with the tuition fees, there are living expense also. If your university is in London, so you have to show 13,347 pound for 1 year. So this is the living expense inside the London. Also for outside London, you should have budget at least 10,224 pound per year if you are staying outside London. Okay, so these are the expenses. Also, this can be very like if you are staying like any campus or outside campus. So yes, so the minimum budget and also the expenses what you have to show at the time of visa application. So this is the actual amount you have to show. Okay. Okay. So can we have please next slide?
Shubhankar, we have one more question from the Niharika's end. So she's
Okay.
asking, how can we make our profile stronger for the master's program?
Okay. For master program, firstly, if you have like very good academic background, so like 80% or 85%. So first thing, academic you should have very good, because in UK only all universities has mentioned what eligibility criteria is there. Like if mentioned their requirement is 80%, so you should have minimum requirement of 80%. No, like if you suppose 75%, so maybe you cannot even punch the applications if you have less score mentioned in the website. Okay, so firstly academic, and second thing, along with your application SOP. So a statement of purpose is the I think plays the important role while punching the applications or receiving the offer letter also. So I think in UK, not most of universities required any additional test like GRE or GMAT. So only on the basis of your academic background we can punch the application. So no any additionally tests are required in UK. Okay, so like such as like in USA, GI or GMAT is required. So no any test required in UK. So only the academic background you should have very good, at least 80% or 80 plus percent you should have. And also if you are going for any master course like for MIM or MBA course, so for MBA you should have like very good work experience, like minimum 3 to 4 years of work experience are required for MBA course. Instead of MBA, like if you don't have any work experience, so there are alternate course like MIM you can go instead of MBA. So there are like a specialization course also like in marketing, finance or management course are there in MIM. Okay. So for okay. So SOP and your academic, so both are very important role like at the time of applications. Okay, so through SOP you can score or you can get offer letter from any universities,
Okay.
right?
So, actually, Niharika is having one more question. She's
Okay.
asking how the extracurricular activities will make her profile stronger.
Okay, sure. So extracurricular activities in the sense like whenever you making your SOP, so in SOP everything you have to mention like from your record academic background and extracurricular activities, and also like if you have any work experience and what course you want to pursue there, do you have the relevant experience? So this is also the things like you should mention in your SOP. So yes, extracurricular like not from the academic background. So if you have something extra like you have done internships or anything else, so you can yes mention. Okay. So any more question?
Yeah, we have one question like for MBA or MIM,
Okay.
work experience is required. Like
Okay. So for
student is
MIM,
having work experience of sales associate, so is asking whether it will work for the MBA course or not.
okay. So for MBA, at least you should have like any managerial post experience, not for sales. But still, if you have the sales experience, also it can be considered. So at least you should have minimum 3 years of work experience required. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Shubhankar.
Okay. So now we talk about the work right. So if you are going to UK, so maybe many of our students go to the UK abroad, uh, think about the part time, like how they can manage and what all the charges, like I guess they can get from their working part time and all. So post study work right after completing the course, like if you're going to suppose bachelor course or master course, so you'll get 2 years of post study work visa. So you can work full time 2 years there after completing the course, and also while studying you can work there as a part time. Okay, so also for PhD students, you can get extra 1 year of post-study work visa, like 3 years. So same as in undergrad and the postgrad, you'll get only 2 years of post-study work visas, right? And also the part-time wages are like for undergrad student, they can get up to like 8.60 GBP per hour, and the postgraduate student they can get 11.44 GBP per hour. Okay, and also, if you say about the minimum salary in UK for undergraduate student is 38,500 GBP annually. So this is the minimum average salary for undergraduate students. Okay, so can we please move to the next slide? Okay, so next slide is the visa, student visa. So firstly, whenever we apply to universities, so after receiving the offer letter, if offer letter is conditional or unconditional, right? So there are two types of offer letter, conditional or unconditional. So after if you receive the unconditional offer letter, so after unconditional we can get uh, cash from the universities. Okay, so cash is basically confirmation for the acceptance of studies. So universities will provide you this cash letter. Okay, so on the basis of cash, we can go ahead for the visa process. So in the visa process, like if you say about the student visa, like in US, UK, we say tier 4 a student visa, and also expense funding requirement like 1 year of tuition fees and the living expense. So in the previous slide we have already mentioned like what all amount you have to show for the expense, so inside London and the outside London. So the both 1 year of your tuition fees and the living expense you have to show in a financial after cash, or also at the time of receiving cash from the universities you have to submit all your financial documents as well. Okay, so also you have to pay for the IHS immigration health surcharge also, and additional fees like 470 the charges, and you have to pay extra 235, like 50% of fees, like after 6 month extra you have to pay for your IHS charges. And also the visa charges, you have to pay like 490 pounds standard visa. Additional charges you have to pay. Charge. Okay. And also like at this time we can apply for the standard visas. Okay, because we have enough time, and also after some time there are also two options on priority visa or super priority visa also. So the standard visa charges is only 490 pounds, and also if you planning for the priority visas or super priority, so you have to pay the additional charges also. And also the visa stamp is only valid for the 3 months. So whenever you receive the visas, so after visiting reaching there in universities, you have to apply for the BRP. So BRP is basically biometric residence permit. So you can get from the university also for the same for resident there. Okay. So please move to the next slide.
Shubhankar, we have one
Okay.
more question from the
Okay.
Rajat Send. He is
Hmm.
asking that the is MBA possible without any work experience?
There are few of universities where we can apply without having work experience also. They accept a student, fresher student. But if we are targeting for research group or like any very good rank universities, so this can't be possible without having any work experience. But yes, there are few universities, if you're planning for freshers MBA, so we can target easily. But yes, instead, like I can suggest if you don't have any work experience, so instead of MBA, you can choose Masters in Management. For any good rank universities, we can apply without having the work experience also. So still it's your choice. So I would recommend ki go for the good rank university. Okay.
Okay. So, guys, if you have still any question, you can just fill our one-on-one profile analysis form, and we will be assisting you accordingly based on your profile. We will be helping you out. So now comes the how Career Launcher can help you out. So we at Career Launcher, we are one-stop solution for all your study abroad dreams, offering a comprehensive range of services to guide you every step of the way, from test prep, whether it's IELTS, GRE, GMAT, or career counseling, to personalized university selection, and we ensure that you make informed decisions. Our expert will assist you out with the SOP writing, application form filling, and the for the visa guidance. Additionally, we help to secure education loans through our partner network and provide support in finding accommodation, making your journey to the study abroad smooth and hassle free. So, guys, if you still have any questions, just mention your questions in the comment box and we will be taking the questions again. So,
I think there are some questions.
yeah.
Okay.
So she is asking that she's having class 10th and 12th with 60 and 64% marks, and a
Okay.
bachelor she has done the bachelor's in pharmacy with 7.27 CGPA and is having the work experience of 5.5 years. And
Okay.
now she's looking for any sort of good university. I think, can you mention regarding the pharmacy related or something else? I think it might be related to pharmacy only because she has done the bachelor's in pharmacy.
Okay. So I think if she
MBA
has
program. She has mentioned she's looking for the MBA program. She has already completed a B pharmacy and is having a work experience of 5.5 years.
okay 5.5 years.
Yeah.
So yes, she can easily target for MBA course because she's having like around 5.5 years of work experience. So yes, we can apply for the MBA course. And I think if she has 60% in 10, so doesn't matter because the last qualification is bachelor's. She is having 7.2 CGPA. So I think this is good enough to target any good rank universities. Also, we can apply in research group as well.
Okay. So we have one question from the Ashita's end. So she is
Okay.
asking what exams we have to give for the masters in social science course.
What exams?
Yeah.
So No any such exams like GRE or GMAT. So still we can apply if we have only IELTS scorecard.
Guys, any more questions? If you have, just put your questions in the comment section.
I think one more question. Surti Jain has mentioned a student from GGSIPU Delhi could not apply to master's degree course at UK based university as they don't accept IPU degree. Okay, is this true? Okay, so basically there are many universities. So UK has clearly mentioned they all are fake universities. Okay, so if you have, I think IPU is in the press universities, right? So yes, this is true. And any questions?
Shubhankar, I think there are no more questions. And if you still have any doubts, uh, okay, so one of the student is asking, can we get the PDF of today's session? You can just fill a one-on-one profile analysis form, and we will be assisting you out whatever the assistance you want. So accordingly, we'll be helping you out. Trishna is asking, want to know about the other countries. So Trishna, for the other countries, for that as well, just fill a one-on-one profile analysis form, right? Okay. So, Shubhankar, I think currently we don't have any more questions. So, thank you guys for joining the today's session. Thank you so much, Shubhankar, for the informative session.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.